going to be our I am. There's a few little things I want to share with you. Be one with each other. There you go. Just be one. Be who you are. Say the words I am. Say I am. I am. I am. I am. Say it. Come on. Come on. Wake up. Look at you. You guys are sleeping stuff. Jeez. Hello. And so wake on up. And so, but you want to be your biggest I am. You want to be one with each other. And what else do you want to do? What else do you want to do, Dean? How do you straighten up? How do you make it in this heaven on earth dimension?
Oneness.
Oneness.
Yes, that's it. Oneness, kindness, love. There you go.
Say those words again. It's nice when you say those words.
Oneness, kindness, love, truth.
All right. You know, Michelle, did you hear?
Very simple things.
I got it all.
Very simple things.
Pure love. Love, joy, happiness, all that.
I got a vision of a knife in your hand. So what does that
mean? That's funny.
I have a knife in my hand. I'm going to stab him. I have to stay home. I am going to choke the living hell out of him. Anyway, so how's everything in paradise? You guys good? You guys good?
Yes.
Yes. We finally got rain here in Vegas for just a little bit.
You did?
Yeah, it had a couple of raindrops and they called it rain, but I guess it technically is rain, but it only lasts for a couple minutes.
That's like an event. That's like an event for you guys. If it rains in Vegas, it's like, oh, wow. Right? That's amazing.
Yeah. Because we get like, I don't know, something like a half inch a year or an inch. It's not much.
Oh, yeah. So you just have holy moly, praise the Lord meetings when you have, well, it rains here every minute, so it is raining. A lot of people don't know this, but actually North Carolina is a rainforest. And so it rains a lot, and so, but then it clears up and you have the sunshine a lot. So the sun is shining, you get a shower, it's kind of like that. Everything's green. It's the greenest place in the world. This is one green place. If you come to North Carolina for spiritual retreats, I mean, everybody, I hear it over and over and over. Everybody's like, this is the greenest place I have ever seen. I mean, this is like really green. So everything's pretty, so you got pretty green grass, pretty green trees. And green is healing. So that's a good thing. Judy, how you doing? Miss Judy, where are you at? Where are you?
Hello.
Hey, what you doing? What you up to?
Staying inside. It's like a tropical forest here also.
Also, you have the humidity in Minnesota right now. And so it is the most humid place. It really is like going to Mexico during the rain season. I've been in Cancun one time with when it was like, I'm like, this is the most humid place I have ever been in my life, except New Orleans. Dino, and see, Dean's from New Orleans. And so it gets pretty humid there in the summer.
It's real humid. So, Tyler went through there the other day. Tyler texted me. He goes, oh my God, it's hot. I'm like, you hadn't seen anything yet. And so Tyler works for Gary, everyone. And he was on his way to visit his family, some of his brother that lives in Texas. And he goes, I'm going to stop in New Orleans. I said, text me when you get there. And the only thing he texts me is, I'm in New Orleans and I'm going to melt. It's so hot. And I just text back. First of all, laugh out loud. Then I called him and talked to him. And I said, you hadn't seen anything. I said, when you get down on Bourbon Street and it's hot and it's going to smell down there, then in the summertime. And he called me back. He goes, oh my God, you weren't lying. He said,
it really does. Yeah, and it's got a stench. It's got a rotten vegetable stench.
It does.
And beer. So nothing like rank beer and rotten vegetables, and so what is that, right? And so, but it's fun. You have so much fun, and usually you're so drunk when you're there you don't care. So it's about, New Orleans is a great place. I remember having lots of parties there. You know what? I think with New Orleans, you kind of walk in one side and you have a party, and then you walk out the other side and you finish the party, and so it's just one continuous party. And you guys pride yourself in that. I mean, you really do. It's crazy. My friend Freddie's there in New Orleans, and he's like a member of all these like parades and things. And what do you call them? What did you do?
Oh, he does all the big parades for Mardi Gras and everything. So he's really big in all the, what you call it, like there's like not a foundation, there's a board of directors of the Mardi Gras parades, and that's what he does. Yeah,
Captains of the Cosmos or something. Yep. These guys are crazy. And so but they just have these big parties. And so, New Orleans is a bad place. So all these cool places, you guys got to run around, you get out more. You just got to get out more. That's what you got to do. You got to have some fun. Well, anyway, and so speaking of getting out, we're having a spiritual retreat. We're always having one, but this is the very special one we're having in September. September is really great. It's starting to move a little bit into fall in September here in North Carolina, and the weather's perfect. I mean, it's just a really greatest time of the year to come here. And so we're hanging out and doing our spiritual retreat. And if you're not signed up for the spiritual retreat, sign up. And so, because there's no excuse, you can do virtual. The virtual retreat's really easy. And how do you do that, Dino? Can you tell them?
The virtual retreat, you can go onto the website and you go under the spiritual retreats tab on the website, and you'll see there the virtual part. They'll say, click here to get more information or to buy the virtual event, and it'll tell you everything about the virtual event. You could actually buy it there, or you could just call us directly in the office, 800-827-4279.
Easy. Call us up. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gary. I see somebody that got unmuted by accident. I need to mute them back. Sorry about that.
Okay. Well,
yeah. And so everything's on the website there, our spiritual retreat. I know everything in the world about it because Michelle's been on the phone for the last 7 hours since early this morning. All I hear is retreat. And all she's doing is talking to people, setting up hotel rooms, setting up everything for them, getting everything set up. So you're going to have a great retreat. This time we have people coming from all over the United States. She's talking to people in other countries now. So we're going to be cranking for this retreat. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the best in the world. And so, I'm getting attached to, like I got all these crystals, like God told me when I was going through my dying COVID thing, he said, you have to really, get into crystals. And I'm like, what? And I had a crystal shop one time in Florida that remember Pat, who worked for me, she taught me into doing it. And I really, I didn't quite get the whole crystal thing but God showed me Zion Heaven, of course, because that's what kept me alive. And after I cracked into those dimensions of Zion Heaven, I'm teaching you guys everything I can cram in your noggins about what's going on and cram in my own. And it's pretty amazing because these heavens are made of crystals. And so God explained to me, and I see you, Melissa, you're waving your amethyst. Look, I waved mine back at you. Anyway, so these things, they actually catch the vibration of Zion, and you can you get in touch. Like if you notice, all you guys feel warm, I'm going to clear you with this crystal. There we are. Notice your sinus is open, you feel warm in your chest, you got a little light all over, and I see these big halos coming down around your heads. And so that's what's going on right now. And they look kind of purple, like this amethyst. Purple amethyst brings in love. And so allow the love in. You need to just let that love shine and let it come into you. There we go. Perfect. There we go. I love it. I cracked a few dimensions off of your head, and there we go. I think you're going to feel good now. It feels really, really good. And, I got to tell you about these new dimensions that are, they're not new dimensions. They're old dimensions. But the heaven on earth dimension and the hell on earth dimension were one and the same. And so they were like the same dimension. One day you would have a heaven day, and the next day you would have a hell day. And then you would have a heaven day, and then you would have a hell, and so that's kind of the way humans, we operate. You have really amazing luck, and then you'd have a streak of like, what the literal hell is going on? And you would have goofy bad luck. And so what is that? Well, those dimensions were one and the same. And this was like dimensions that were here, and I thought it was just what Earth is like, because it was what Earth was like. In the last month, these dimensions have started to separate, and you have the heaven on earth dimension, and you have the hell on earth dimension. Pick one. Well, we know what you guys are going to pick. How many people want to pick the heaven on earth? Yeah, yep, you do. Thumbs up, smile, wave, carry on, do something, wake up. There we are. And so there you go. Yay. And so I want to be in the heaven on earth one too. And that's the one. And I picked that one. So if you want to be in your heaven on earth dimension, all you got to do is just want that. You have to think positive thoughts, really, really important these days. And to think really positive thoughts and have amazing positive intentions. And you want to have really positive intentions for everybody. And so, and you got to be one. What does one mean? Well, one means that you have to be one with your biggest idiot. So pick an idiot in your life, right? And usually everybody goes, oh yeah, I know the one, right? And so pick an idiot in your life and then realize, don't give up on that idiot. And you got to be one. And if you can allow yourself, make yourself, punch yourself in the face, whatever you got to do, and just realize oneness is important. You've heard me many times, I've said this with people, you've heard me tell people a lot of times, well, and especially people who argue all the time and have to bounce through. The only way they can understand anything is you have to just argue it out with them, so here you are, you're arguing it out with their ass and they're driving you crazy, right? And it just wears you out, and so I've always had this saying that is, you would rather be right than correct, you see. And a lot of people would rather be right than correct. However, there's a bigger one now. There's a much bigger one. God told me this the other day, and he said, let me get the saying right. Let me get it right in my head. He told me that it's more important to be one than correct. So even if you're correct, it's more important to be one than correct. So it's better to be correct than it is right, especially that old angry, hey, I'm right, that feeling, right? And so we all have one or two of those in our life. And so, but you really want to be one. And so sometimes when you're just one, you're allowing the process to play out. And this makes it much easier, because we're always trying to make it happen now, right this second. It's got to happen now. It don't. It really don't. It happens on God's time many times. What's God time? What is a God time? What is God's time? I don't know. I'm as psychic as I think they come these days, but I don't know. I have no idea. It's God's time. And so you have to kind of realize that in your head a little bit, and you realize God's time. And then when you back off and you're okay with just having God's time, not your time where you want to be right or correct, just be one. And when you're one, and then you'll be one with God, you'll be one with yourself. It's much easier to get along with you that way. And then you can also be one with other people. And you'll find it really is easier to just get through this life with a lot of other people. And you'll find that you're able to love people that usually you don't even like. And you'll be able to get through it. And this is such an important thing to really get. And I've been trying to get the beat of this heaven on earth dimension, so I can tell you guys how to dance through it. So that's my latest thing this week is that just simply, it's more important to be one than it is to be correct. And so many of you guys, as you're fighting with your favorite idiot or your family member who you hate, love, hate, love, hate, right? As you're going through that, or your or children, spouses, whoever you got, you're dealing with. And so if you go to just oneness and allow it to go to God's time, not the correct time or the right time or your time, you'll find you'll be able to get through it. And so this time thing is kind of a special thing, because the only place you got time is the physical dimensions. There's physical heavens. There's more physical heavens. Zion heaven is actually physical heaven. It's where God gets to be physical and spiritual at the same time. Hello, what a trip, right? And so, but it's like that. And so Earth is a physical and a spiritual heaven. Earth has been more physical than spiritual, I believe. And now Earth is switching into being more spiritual. I don't know if it's more spiritual than physical, but for some of you guys, it really is becoming that. You'll look and you'll see yourself glowing. You'll see hues. You'll see auras. Every time I'm doing spiritual retreats, all you guys are like, wow, look at him. He's glowing. He's glowing, And so, and you're glowing. and you really do have halos, and you really do have all these things going on that are happening spiritually speaking, and it's magical. It's truly magical. And when you allow that amazing light in your body, you're going to feel really good. So today I'm going to kick it off, and I'm going to talk to you guys in a little bit about some meditations that I want you to do, and it's going to really be easy for you to do it, and it'll be very, very helpful for you to do these. And so I'm just looking at you. Boy, you're looking glowing. And let me just look around. I'm just looking at the gallery view. I'm seeing all you guys. Okay, Don, what you got? What you got going? Let me talk to Don.
List
McKnight.
already.
Oh, just
All right.
Don, just
I got
deal
it
in.
right here. I'll go.
Yeah.
ahead and find
Don
it.
McKnight. Okay,
Yep.
got it. All right, Don, unmute yourself,
You
please.
done?
I'm trying. Oh,
There you go.
there we go.
There you go.
There we go. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. What's going on?
Well, everything you just said just really hit home hard. But my question that I had posed earlier was about, is there such a thing as like a stubborn demon? Because the pain in the ass that you're talking about dealing with is me.
Okay.
I find that lately I have been stubborn, obstinate, and I don't know why.
There is a
like-
demon. There's a demon. Okay. And
Okay.
let me just say, before I start talking, you're not going to like me. Okay. All
Okay.
right? Okay. And so the demon that you're talking about, and I used to think that ego was a part of us. I thought, of course, I never had an ego, right, Dean?
Hold on. Hold on. I was choking, Gary. I was choking on my water. No.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
No,
I never had
never.
an ego, so that was
Never.
never mine.
No,
No,
of course not.
no. No, but I
Ego
thought
was bigger than your hair, Gary.
No. Anyway, around the
Whoa.
leg, that was huge.
Wow.
Yeah. So I could write 6 books, and when I got nothing better to do but sit around and write, I will write some books on ego, because I'm an ego expert, I believe. And so, however, I thought ego was a part of us because it is in our physical body, right? And in this heaven on earth dimension, and in the hell on earth dimension, one of the biggest, you asked the best question. You could not have asked a better question. And so that'll stroke your ego. Anyway, I'm joking. And so, but anyway, so what's going on though? It has to do with ego. Stubbornness has to do with ego. That has to do with the saying that I have, where I'd rather be right than correct. That's your ego. Your ego wants you to be right. It just has to have you right. And I mean, you just, that's kind of wrestling around with ego. However, I figured out later, after really, I asked God, I said, God, you gotta help me get rid of this ego. How do I get rid of this ego? It's not serving me well. I would find myself in situations where I would go, God, listen to me. And, then I tried writing. And I was a moron at writing. I was absolutely horrible. I mean, I was the world. I hired writing coaches. I did, on and on and on. And I really sucked, because I would read it back and I go, oh my God, that sounds like an egomaniacal nut. Right. And Dean was like, yeah. And of course, Dean, who has no ego, was like, let me help you here. Right. And so that's the reason your keys to heaven is, you'll see it's got Gary Spivey and Dean Heimel. Right. And the reason is because I got writing lessons from Dean, because he's the only person that had the patience that could deal with me. And so it's really important. We learn a lot of lessons from people and our friends and our loved ones that don't have egos. And so, however, sometimes egos are necessary for God to get you where you got to go. You may be wanting to, you're just punching away, and you got to get to where you're going, and you're kicking walls down, and you got way more oomph than most folks. And so there's a lot of things that egos can actually do. But then it'll get you there, and you have to be willing to turn loose of that ego before it throws you off the cliff, because your ego will always throw you off the cliff and let you learn horrible lessons that you got to learn. And that's where the stubbornness comes from. However, I then figured out this. Ego is actually a demon. It is a demon, and you can get rid of the demon, and everybody else can get rid of their ego demon. And I can get you the spiritual gift right now to get rid of your ego demon. Let me get back to the gallery view if I could. So I just want to see everybody's face. Now, does any of you guys ever think you got a little ego with your stuff, with your junk? You raise your hand, real big and proud. Yeah, come on, quit lying. There we go, right? Your ego. All right. And so any of you guys want to get rid of your ego demon, even though you don't have one, right? Right? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. So here's what you do. The only sword that can kill an ego demon is God's sword. So that's the only sword that can kill an ego demon. And so you would just simply say, God, say it out loud. God, please allow me to use your sword to kill my ego demons with. And you have more than one sometimes. So please allow me to use your sword
to kill my ego demons.
There we go. Okay, now God showed up right there beside of you. You notice you got warm on one side. I saw you turn red. Feel that?
Yes.
You felt that, see?
Yeah, it's on my right side.
It is on your right side. See, the right side of his face got red. You guys see that? Look at that. That's crazy. There we are. Okay, you feel like you got a heater on one side of your head, on your right side. And so that's because God showed up beside you. And all you guys, he'll do the same for you. Okay, and then he moves his hand to the side and take his sword, and his sword is tied to his belt. There you are. Pull his sword. You pull his sword. He helped you get it. There we are. Now you have God's sword in your hand. Now I want you to stab through your head, through your throat, through your body, all the way down to your feet. There we go. There we go. You have one more time in your head, one more time in your head. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we are. You had 13 ego demons. Those are okay. So now you don't have them. You feel very different. You feel lighter. You feel kind of dizzy. Feel that feeling? I feel, I'm tearing up. So you must be, and so but okay, now then around the floor where you are, there's demons rolling around on the floor. Now you have to kill them. So all you guys take God's sword, have God's sword, stab around your feet. Stab down there. One more. Keep on stabbing. Stab behind you. There's 3 behind you. There we go, Don. 3 behind you. 1, 2. One more back there. One more there. Okay, you killed it. There we go. Okay, now, Don, I want you to tell me, feel how light you feel and at peace you feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
What does that feel like, buddy?
It feels good.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm in my own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Now your ego, that's what's wrong with all you guys. And that's what, of course I don't know because I've never had an ego. Right? Right, Dean? Anyway, so, but there's there we go. But getting rid of your ego demon, guys, or demons, you will find that you will feel so good and you will not get in your own way anymore, ever. You see, it's like that.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, look how you feel. I can feel it. You're all healed up. God, that feels good. That feels really good. Yeah, the right side of your face is still warm. On the right side is red. It's red over there. That's funny. And so now then, God's going, hand God
Thank
back.
You, God.
Yeah, hand him back his sword. Give him back his sword. There you go. You guys give him back his sword. Okay. For most of you guys, let me read the number. For 83% of you guys, that was the biggest thing that's ever happened in your entire life. Right there. We could call it quits for today, and you'd say, had a nice day. We got a lot of gifts. This was big. If you shake your ego, this is big. Ego demons exist. Because how would that be a part of a real light being like you guys? You know, you guys are beautiful light beings, right? And so why would you have that damn thing hanging around, right? Because all it does is sabotage you. And all it does, like Don, as you're saying, you get in your own way. And you find yourself doing this and you get pissed with yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, why am I fighting something I can't win?
Yeah, you just did. Because you just didn't figure it out yet. And so, but now you figured it out, buddy. And now you nailed it. And now you got rid of it. And so this is so huge for you. And for 83% of you guys that are here tonight or watching, tapping in, you guys, it fixed 83% of you. It's the biggest thing that ever happened in your entire lifetime, right? And so this opportunity doesn't always come up when I'm doing shows. It just happened to. So that's big. And so all these things that are happening now in the heaven on earth dimension are huge things. Because this is the dimension, guys, where the rubber meets the road. This is the dimension where you guys can straighten out with yourself, with God, with everyone else, and you really can find oneness. You may have to beat your ego demon out of you. You know, you might have to do this again. Well, now you know how to do it. You just ask God, can I use your sword, please? God, and then you have to stab it out of you. And then you have to kill it. It'll land on the floor and you have to stab around till you feel real good and you'll know you got them all. And for those of you guys that can see spiritually, you guys can see what I just was talking about. And so, but that's how easy it is. Now, let me say something. It's usually not this easy, or you would have seen me do this a ton of times on shows. All right. But it's usually not this easy. The reason it is so easy now is because this heaven on earth dimension has opened up. So now, guys, you guys is in a good club to be in. This is a good club to be in because you guys can take care of things that usually do not work themselves out so easy. And so, but to get rid of your ego, for 83% of you guys to get rid of that, and the rest of you guys probably didn't have an ego to get rid of or an ego demon to get rid of because you've already learned some hellish lessons in your life. When you get rid of ego, how do you get rid of ego? Well, you get humbled. You get to be an idiot in front of a lot of people. You do stupid stuff and you embarrass your own damn self, right? And so you'll do that. And so who wants to go through all those things? Really? Do we have that much time? No, not really. We got other things we need to be doing. And so like being one with each other. And so without having your ego demons, you guys will find it's really easy to be one with other people, and with yourself. In other words, you can live with yourself. I'm tapping into you, Don. I'm empathing you and feeling how you feel. That feels good.
It does.
It's different
it's
feeling.
Mellow. It's peace.
No urgency.
No, none.
No urgency.
No.
You see, everybody thinks they got some sort of a crazy urgency these days. Oh my God, I gotta do this. Gotta go, gotta do something, right? Chill. You really don't gotta do anything at that second. But see, many times our egos will think we're, put us in a race and we're racing with somebody. But usually you're just racing with your ego demon or yourself. And when you realize it, so you probably figured that out, Don. You figured out.
I knew something was going on.
Yeah.
And I knew that I shouldn't be being argumentative and, like I said, obstinate and for no reason.
Right. Yeah. If you got a bunch of ego demons messing with you, you're just a bitch. You're just bitching. You just bitch your heads off, and so and it's like that. And I don't know how I know that because I never had an ego, but maybe I had a big ego. And so I always hung out with people that they would breed ego demons. I cut my teeth on morning drive time radio for like 30 years and still do. And that breeds ego demons. I think, and TV stuff and Hollywood stuff. And, that's ego. That's, a lot of times it's so much ego there. And so you learn how to dance the ego dance and stuff. But if you just get rid of your ego, you'll find they all love you. And so important to do that. That 83% of you guys got rid of your ego demons, and I don't think the rest of you even had one to get rid of. So beautiful. That's going to feel good. Michelle,
Thank you
you
so
saw
much.
Nobody. Don, thank you. Thank you. You asked the perfect question. I saw you and I knew you had.
Well, I raised my hand because I'm thinking he's talking everything that I'm trying to figure out.
Mhm.
So
Well, that means you're in the zone. You're in the zone because you're aware. You're spiritually aware. And you
that I'm
always
a
try.
jerk. That I was a
That's
jerk.
okay. Yeah, if you are, like when you're a jerk, I think you know it. I think a lot of times I would catch myself being a jerk, and I would be like, God, I wish I wouldn't have done that. But you know what? I'm right. I'm right. Of course, I'm right. I must be right. A lot of times, people think when they're the boss, they're right. Oh boy, is that an ego lesson, And so many times I've learned that being the boss is the idiot, because I learn more from anybody who works with me, not for me. I don't have people that work for me anymore. I have people that work with me. And so when I have people that work with me, they do such a better job than I could ever, explain to them how to do. I mean, Michelle, when she works with you guys with doing spiritual retreats, Michelle, you do the most spectacular job of 12 people. It's amazing. Brian, I
Gary.
don't know if you're still up. Isn't that crazy?
Thank
Brian is like the most amazing in the world. Dino is like, so, how he puts up with all of us, I don't know.
Love.
Judy,
Couldn't do it without you, honey.
Because I love everybody.
yeah, and Judy,
He
I
has a
mean,
care
we have,
factor.
I mean, God is really kind to me, and He brought me just an amazing crew of people, and everybody's fantastic. And how do you get fantastic people to hang out with you? Well, you get rid of your ego demon, and then or demons, and then they show up. You can't find people that are like that. They just show up. And so Judy's amazing. Oh my God, Judy anticipates my next move. Like when we're doing shows out on the road and Judy's coming to help us out wherever we are, or if we're here in North Carolina or doing spiritual retreats. I mean, she's like a mind reader. Judy, how do you read my mind? How does that work? I know Michelle does, but how do you do it?
I don't know. It's kind of catchy when you hang around you.
It's contagious, right?
Very contagious.
Yeah, but she can read my mind. I could be thinking something and she'll be like, here you are, here you are, here. I don't have to ask for anything. She already got it. It's like, here we are, and so I'm so lucky to have everybody, all these, beautiful, beautiful folks. I don't know if Henry's still on. He's like that. Gus is like that. He's running the board for me tonight, and and all the different people, Travis, different
That's Henry.
No, there you are. I see Henry. And but I'm so lucky. And I think I got so lucky, and I'm sure I'm forgetting 20 people.
Adriana, Tenoch.
Oh, are they here? I didn't see them earlier.
Oh, Adriana's here. Tenoch is not. But
Oh,
Adriana.
Adriana. Well, that's okay, because I'm in love with her.
Hi.
Don't
Hi.
tell,
We all are.
yeah, everybody's in love with Adriana. Of course they are.
Yep.
Such being beautiful. She's beautiful.
Thank
What
you.
no, you're beautiful. What a beautiful heart you have, And so we all put up with me, which is great. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for putting up with me. And so with being in I have to say, with being in 100 dimensions at one time, or a million, or whatever I'm going through in my head, it's not always simple. It can be very complicated. I'm trying to satisfy all those dimensions, heaven, whoever's around me, myself. And so you guys are kind of going through that now, especially with these dimensions breaking apart, the heaven on earth dimension breaking off of, and from the hell on earth dimension. And so you guys are going through the same thing. And so that's tough. It's a little hard to do, because you're like, I'm trying to get the beat of this. And kind of like Don's like, something's in my way. Damn it, it's me. Right. And then, but thank God, for Don's smart enough to figure out it was him. And so then he asked just the perfect question, and obviously it was a problem for 83% of you guys tonight. Because 83% of you got rid of your ego demons, which is huge. And you will notice you will have an easy week because you're not going to be ran around by your ego. Your ego will march you through this and march you through that. And usually it's some sort of a firestorm, right? And so, but now you won't have to go through that this week. And that's a very big deal. Michelle, who are we talking to? Since now, Michelle, if anybody should have an ego, you should have an ego because you know everything and everybody. So.
Thank you, but no. I just love everyone. I'm just here to help. Whatever I could do to help.
What is wrong with you? How do you love? You do love everybody. How do you?
She really does.
Make me understand that. How do you love everybody?
Because I always believe that we're all light beings on earth that are supposed to be connected. So we're supposed to be here for love and, just for God and everybody, for each other. So I feel like everybody should see each other as brother and sister, just like what the Bible says.
Well, that was simple.
That's too simple. Yeah, I want it to be more complicated than that. I want to read.
Okay.
I want to read 100 books so I feel accomplished. I want to go to some shows or seminars or I don't know, workshops. Really, once you get it, guys, you get it. I don't know if you figured that out yet, but once you get it, you get it. What is getting it? Well, I believe getting it is actually seeing, hearing, and talking to God. If you can see, hear, and talk to God, okay, what else do you need? Really, right? Because you can ask him your questions. I just got rid of myself. You don't even need me anymore. It's because you can see, hear, and talk to God. How cool is that? Then you can tell me something you figured out. I love that. And so I think that's our goal. And I think Dean, when we wrote Your Keys to Heaven, if you guys hadn't read this book, you need to. And so, because it'll change your life. It'll really make a difference. And it'll make a difference. And if you've read it, read it again. It'll make a difference again. And so, because you got to get out of these 10 dimensions here, it explains to you how to get out of the 10 dimensions. That's the earth atmosphere. And then when you get out of the 10 dimensions or get through the 9 dimensions, the 10th dimension is heaven. And then when you get to the heaven dimension, then you can go anywhere. These days, you can really literally go to Zion heaven, which is the highest heaven that I've seen. And then I heard it is the highest heaven. Okay, well, finally, right? And so with going to this heaven, you guys are going to get crazy gifts. And these crazy gifts do crazy things. Like you'll be able to manifest whatever it is you want. I mean, any of you guys want to manifest anything in your life? Any of you guys feel like manifesting some stuff, right? What do you want to manifest? Anybody want to manifest wealth? Yeah, wealth, happiness, peace, love, more love. You can't have enough love, right, Judy? Right? And so, anyway, so
never enough.
What? What'd you say?
Never enough.
Never enough. That's the reason Judy always dates 6 guys at the same time.
Okay, secret's out.
And they all love her.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And but I think it's really important to realize that just feeling and having that kind of love, is manifest love. Manifest love. If you don't have an amethyst, call us up and I'll pick you one out. Okay, these are amazing. There's
a lot of people that want you to pick out their crystals, Gary. So we'll have to.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll do it
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday we'll have to do it after the energy clearing, maybe, or whenever you're ready.
Yeah, that could be good. We could do it right after the energy clearing this Wednesday, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, good. Because all I got to do is tap into you and then tap into, and I can pick you a good one. And so, but everything matters, and it doesn't always have to be a super expensive one. I mean, these are fantastic. Fluorites are amazing, and they actually pick up healing energy, and they project healing energy, and so. There's all these different stones that are just so spectacular. I had no idea I had no idea, even though I know everything. Oh no, that was the old ego, Gary, right? And so, I'm so happy to learn more and to figure out more, because then it's really, really cool. But I just love you guys. Who are we talking to, Michelle?
Thank you, Gary. Oh gosh, I have so many people. Okay, let's go
Hey.
ahead and start with Roy Lowe. Hey, Roy. I know it's been a long time since we've seen
Bye.
you, but thanks
Do
for
you
being
see
with
Roy
us. Yeah.
in it?
Oh, here, I'll do it right here.
You
Hey,
sure?
Roy. Go ahead and unmute.
Are you there, Roy?
Hey, Roy. There he is. He has to, oh, there you go. You have to unmute. There you go.
Hear me now?
Yay!
Yeah.
Hey, here we are.
Hey, buddy. Hey, what's your question?
Well, my wife passed away a year ago, and I talked to you, and we got her to heaven. Just want to see how she's doing.
She's
Or-
being fun. She's being funny. She took her finger and she put it in her cheek, like putting her finger in a dimple, or like in her cheek, and smiled. You know, like like she's just smiling. She loves you. She says her head is good. She says sometimes she hangs out with you. And I don't know if you smell her perfume or hairspray or whatever she's, but you'll sometimes get a whiff. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
I don't think I have. I'm trying to figure it out, but I haven't been able to do that yet.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to clear you so you will. Feel your sinuses open. Right
Not
there.
any difference, but
Now, listen, okay, just relax. Nothing you have to do. Relax a little more. Now, feel your sinuses open. See? Got lighter in there, in your nose. There we
okay.
go. You felt that, see? Interesting, right? And so what happens is when you're feeling things spiritually, it has to do with allowing. All you do is just allow a little more. So when you meditate, that's all it is just allowing. And so, but just meditate a little bit and you'll actually be able to feel her, because she tells me she comes and hangs out with you. And she loves you. I see a dog with her, or a cat. I'm not sure what it is, a little animal running around. What is that? Who was that? She ever have one?
Well, we had several of them over the years.
Okay. Well, there's one that she was really close to that she's got over there. She's talking about. And so she's like really happy. I see an older lady. Maybe that's her mom or grandmom, but I see an older lady around her.
Would have to be her grandma because her mom's still here.
Yeah, it felt like that. And so, but her grandma was a cook. And
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, right. And so, but I smelled this amazing food cooking. She cooked soul food. And so it was like a real good, I just smelled really good kind of food like I like to eat. And so, and so, where was her mom from? Where was she from? Remember?
And Dad, I'm not for sure.
Where was she from? Where
I don't
was she?
know. I
Okay.
think she's German, but I'm not for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, okay. Because I smell this amazing food. It's really fragrant. So that makes sense. German food is very fragrant. You have like sauerkraut and bratwurst, all these kinds of things. But anyway, just sausages. But I just see, anyway, I smell all these amazing foods. But she's with her grandma, and she's quite happy. And a bunch of other people. I just see a crowd of people. And so she loves you. She says she appreciates you. And she said that she understands you, and it's okay if you're stubborn. and so, and she said she was a little stubborn too, but she said we sure had fun. We had
Oh,
fun.
yes.
And she showed me a lake or beach or by the water. She's showing me a very special time. What is that?
Probably the lake house that her dad and my daughter and my sister-in-law all have a trailer house on a lake that they go down during the summer.
Oh, okay. And that was her special. That was kind of a special spot.
Yep.
Right. And so she showed me that place. She said, go up there and hang out. And she said, she'll meet you there. And so there we are. So you felt her. Then you felt her. See how you got teary and you felt her, right?
Yep.
And so go up there and hang out. She'll meet you there, she said. Okay.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Lots of love to you. Appreciate
Hey, I
it.
got one question. What can I do
Okay.
to open up my third eye better?
I just did.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything. That's my point. You don't have to do anything. You did it. Allow more. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Just allow. You're good. Thank you. Thank you. That's good. It's cool. A lot of times when you learn how to say open your third eyes, people say or meditate or get it or see spiritually better. All you do is nothing, which is great. And I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay. Now, this is the most important thing you've ever seen. Okay. Hang in there. Pay attention to this. This is super important to see. Okay. And all you got to do is just allow and you just allow. And so here we go. I'm going to allow. There, I did it. Got it? You guys practice that, okay? Just practice that. Just do nothing. Just there. That's all you do. Do that. Just allow. As you allow, you'll find that you will be able to see the whole universe. You'll be able to tap into all the high heavens, Zion heaven, God, angels, your angels, what's going on, your dead loved ones on the other side, and all your spiritual gifts. And that's what you'll be able to do, which is cool. Michelle, who are we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. I actually got two people that we're going to spotlight together, and it's Dan Proel and Pat Marquez. Please and thank you.
All right, there's Pat. She's added
And there's Dan.
to the spotlight. All right.
Hi, Pat. Hi, Dan.
All right, Pat, unmute yourself.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hi.
Wonderful.
Good.
Hey, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. And look at you. You're outside. You're hanging out. And so Dan, you got this great vibe. You got this big energy. I don't know if you know that, but your energy is like more, like really glowing.
I've been told that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
They're coming to the September retreat, by the way.
Oh, are you? Oh my God.
Yes,
Thank
we're very
you.
excited to come down there and visit you and to the retreat.
Oh, you're gonna freak. It's really crazy. What's really cool, with me meditating here for years and years and years, there's all these energy vortexes that are just here because I've just been sitting there meditating, and it opens up these vortexes and all these, things. And so you can wander around without me being here and get high. So, but if I'm here and I'm showing you how to use your gifts, it's crazy. And everybody else is around me. Nobody says it, but honestly, Michelle can see every vision I get. She can see them all. Dean can see them all. Most of the time, Judy can see them all. And so everybody around, Adriana is getting to where she now is seeing everything. And so when people are around, it's empathable. It's an empathable thing. And so as people come and hang out with me in person, you guys are going to be able to see everything, and you're going to be able to do everything. And a lot of you guys can do it better than me. And so I'm not saying that I have the market cornered on all this. Back when I had an ego, of course I would tell you I did. But now not so much. I'm just telling you that a lot of you guys have this amazing gift. And I see you guys, I see Pat. You have angels that whisper to you. Do you know this? Do you realize? Yeah, you do. You do, right?
Yes, it's getting better. I would
Yeah.
say I'm like a galactic shaman, because I also get from like higher.
Higher. That's what I'm
higher.
saying. Yeah. I can look at somebody. My gift is I can tell you what your gifts are. And that's probably my biggest gift. My biggest gift is I can look at people, and I love doing spiritual retreats because I got you, you're in my face, and I can talk to you. And for you guys that are doing the virtual thing, I can, you're in my face, I can see you, and I can talk to you, and I can show you how to get your gifts. I can tell you what your gifts are. So, Pat, your gifts are to hear on a higher level of angels. So you have many of these bands of angels. Would you like more bands of angels around you?
Yes.
Yes, right. Okay, there they go. And they came right down to you in the form of halos. And so these halos went around your body, and you have very rainbow halos. Oh, it's amazing. And I just see all these gifts, and see how you're getting warm inside. So your head got
Very
warm.
hot. Very hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, and I can feel, and Dan, I feel you getting, really warm. Feel that?
Oh.
And you're empathing her. And so I can see you empathing her angels. And I see you starting to sweat a little bit. So it's like, it's kind of crazy, right? So what do you feel, Dan? You feel that? You feel the heat?
Yes, I do feel the warmth coming through.
Yeah, that's her. That's her angels. And so you guys are fun. What's your relationship? Who are you guys to each other? You know?
We're coworkers that met through grief, and now we're going to be business partners. And I've been following you, Gary, for over 20, 30 years. I've been teaching him spiritual gifts and
It
starting
works.
our new. I know. I said he's going to be a wizard. I said you're going to be there before me.
Yeah. Well, there's no bigger, there's no race. It's kind of crazy. In oneness, there's no small part or big part. It don't matter. Oneness is oneness, you see? And sometimes the littlest piece brings you something that gets you to the whole thing, you see? And so, but Dana, when I look at you, you are some freak of nature, and you have the ability to love like there's no tomorrow. I mean, you have the ability, you have this big old giant heart. I mean, Pat, that makes sense to you, right?
Yes.
Pat knows me. Pat knows me best.
Yeah.
He knows things before I know it.
Yeah. And so, but you have this beautiful heart. And so to be around you and to be lucky enough to know you is to be lucky enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have this amazing heart, this amazing way to transform other people. And the only thing you need to know is that you need to know that. That's all you need to know. And you'll be able to. And I see Pat helping you. I mean, you guys must tag team and help, each other out all the time. And so good combination.
Yeah, we do. And we had an event this past week. One of someone very close to Pat passed away, who was Pat's very long life friend, her mother. And we prayed that she made it to heaven. And we believe that she did meet up in heaven.
She did. Yeah, and she did. I see her kicking her heels up. She's like kicking like a can girl. Was she crazy and funny in her own weird way?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was, right?
Yes. She
Yeah.
was really sad. She missed her boo, but
Well, now she moves. Oh, she couldn't move at the end? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, she took her own life at the end of the day. I mean, she was just sad, but me and Dan wanted to pray her up, so we were just making
You
sure.
did. No, that's a big deal. How did she kill herself?
She took some pills and went to a park and wanted to be with her husband, she's been she's really been lost without him since he passed. Danny, which I was there when he passed away, and helped cross him. So we feel like she's there with him, and the girls needed closure just to make sure she was in heaven.
I saw you doing this.
Yes.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Well, because when I crossed Danny over, I could feel him. So I was just making sure, just like, hey, wake up, Danny and Oma.
The why you did that is because that was natural for you. A few people, a lot of times you'll see me, and I probably do it less now than I used to, but you'll see me and I'll do, move my hands around or whatever. You were creating a spiral of life. You just put any essence of everybody where they should be. And so that's what you did. You're truly gifted. You're truly gifted. You're here on earth acting like an angel. What's wrong with you? It's nothing. Everything's right with you. And so never feel self-conscious when you're wiggling your hands around. And so because you're just invoking different spiritual gifts, and that's natural for you. And so I was just pointing that out so everybody understand.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're amazing. You're amazing. Both of you guys are amazing. You're freaks. And your friend over here. Who's your friend? Who's your friend? This sweetheart.
This is my best friend of 30 years. This was her mom and her best friend, Brian. You can't see. He's not. Take over a little.
There we go. Hey, Brian. Hey, how's it going? Well, he's a good guy. All you guys are good guys. I want to hang out with you guys and have a barbecue. That's good. But when you come to North Carolina, we'll do that. Oh, you're in Minnesota today. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You're amazing. I see crowns. There's crowns coming down. You guys got a lot of spiritual gifts right now. I see crowns coming down, and I see you getting, all of you guys getting crowned in the heaven on earth dimension. It's a golden crown. See how your hands got warm, Pat? You can feel that. Dan, you can feel that. See
Yeah.
that? You got really warm. And then your friend over here, I think she could feel it. She could feel it in her head. And then your buddy here, he can feel it. He can feel it in his heart. He has a really nice heart. You know, I don't know if your mom, I'm seeing a mom figure on the other side that's saying she loves you. I don't know if that's your probably a grandmother, but I'm tapping into that for him. Anyway, I see that. And so, but it just feels beautiful. And then I see a brother figure, you know, and but there's a lot of energies that are coming down to you guys. And so when spiritual people get together, it's like a big old spiritual party. And so you guys are having your own spiritual party. What a nice thing. I love it. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for hanging out.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming to, thank you for coming to the spiritual retreat in September. I look forward to it. All right. We'll have some fun. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. It looks good. This crown is good. And all you guys, if you want to get that crown, that's kind of an important thing. That's a really important spiritual gift that just came down. And so you would just say, God, may I have the spiritual gift of the crown. And so this crown is a crown that crowns you. When you get crowned in any dimension, this means that you can always go back to the dimension. Well, this dimension has to be around your physical body. The heaven on earth dimension is around your physical body. And so this allows you to have your heaven on earth. That's what you want. There's nothing better. And so I hadn't seen it yet. Maybe there's something better. I hadn't seen it yet. And but there we go. And so I just see that coming down around your body. And I see 52% of you got this crown. And the rest of you guys, you got to really ask for it. You know, you got to really want it. You got to want it bad. Okay, now 76% of you did it. So you have to put forth the intention. In this dimension, the heaven on earth dimension does not allow you to be lazy. You cannot be lazy spiritual people, because if you are, it won't happen. So good for you. It'll take a while. Rather than doing all that, don't be lazy. Just say, God, give it to me. Give me my heaven on earth crown. God, give me my heaven on earth crown. You know what? And I never seen that crown. That's the first time I've seen it. You better believe I asked for it, right? And so there we go. That's very important. Now that I got all of you, 96% of you did it. There we go. Perfect. Anytime you get a spiritual gift that comes down, it is not normal. It does not always happen. By this many spiritual people getting together here on Tapping In, this is a place where you can go and you can get spiritual gifts. And let's see, where else do you do that? I don't know. I'm not sure where else. Well, I hope you have a lot of where else's. If you do, let me know, right? But it's really important to get spiritual gifts. And that will really set you free and sort you out. And so, Michelle, who are we talking to, girl?
Thank you, Gary. Can we go to Terry Mahoney real quick, please?
You always can go to Terry. Terry's she's my favorite.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
She's
coming to the retreat too.
Yeah, Terry's she's got my favorite human being award. Yeah, I love her.
How are you doing, Gary?
I'm doing great. You are so easy to love. I don't know if you know you're that easy to love, but you are damn easy to love.
Oh, how sweet of you to say.
No, it's true. It happens to be true. Yeah, it's true. It's who you are. Anyway, so what's your question, honey?
So I had a question and it got answered while I was listening to Tapping On, and it was good news. There was a rumor of someone that had passed away and it wasn't true. So thank you, Michelle, for spotlighting me, but that question got answered. And while I have you here, welcome to everybody that's coming in September. I'm so excited to meet our new people.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's fun. We have so much fun. You and I have a ball. We just have a ball. And I'm so lucky to see you evolve into, I don't know, you maybe you were like a caterpillar, let me just say. And then you kind of got to be a sort of colorful caterpillar. And then you bitched your head off because you couldn't see a damn thing. And
Yeah.
you're like, I believe, and you know, because you could tell, you know, you're streetwise and you're smart and you have your own business and company and stuff. And so so you're not ignorant. And so you can tell when people are telling the truth. And you go, I believe everybody can see it, but I can't see a damn thing. And I'm pissed about this.
Yeah.
Why can't I see it? Why? If I want to, why can't?
Crazy.
Yeah, but then you got to where you could see spiritually. And then it's like your eyes opened at one of the retreats we were having, and then you could see everything. You could see everything. And you were like, look at this, look at that. And you may, your gift may be, I'm just, tonight, maybe I'm going into what I think people's gifts are. Your gift may be to show other people how to see. Because the last retreat, I saw you show a whole bunch of people how to see.
It was so.
And they did. And they did. And they did. And so, and I think this is amazing that you could do that. And so and you just said, well, no, it's like this, do this. And they saw. And so when you see with your spiritual eyes for the first time, it is an amazing thing. Because
really
it's like this whole curtain pulls back and the universe opens and you can see God.
Veil, yes.
Yeah, right. And so
and
then you realize you have a sense of, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I'm really not alone. I'm with my crowd.
Yeah.
And my crowd is with me. And so it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. There's no feeling like nothing like it. And so, but I'm just happy that you can do that. And I think your gift is you can show other people how. So if you're coming in September, that's great. You guys, if you come in September, you'll be very lucky to meet you. And so, because that's who you are. And so, how beautiful.
So I've been seeing this, I don't know if I call it a tunnel, a stairway, a walkway, and it's a white up to heaven.
Right.
And what is that?
You know what you're seeing. Okay, here's what you're seeing, and this is a really important thing. A lot of times, there's a lot going on. I mean, I have a lot going on in my life. I have a lot going on all the time, with stuff we're doing and figuring out, what is God wanting me to do this minute, not like today or this week, but right now. And so sometimes I'll see that tunnel that goes like this. It's a little bit, it goes like on a slant. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't see stairs, but it slanted like.
It's slanted like that. Let me tell you what you're seeing, okay? And this would be good for you guys to remember because it took me forever to figure it out, and so I'm used to figuring out, right? But this is the slanted path to bog heaven.
Ooh.
So you're going to bog heaven.
I love bog.
Yeah, and for you guys that have met Bog through me, Bog is amazing. He gives you abundance, right, Terry? Right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
I can testify to that.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask Bog when you become one with Bog. Bog is the sun god of abundance.
Yeah,
and
he
Bog,
likes.
Yeah, he does like you.
I know
and
he
so,
does.
And see, and you don't have to be karmically correct to get gifts from Bog. And so in the beginning, it was really interesting because Bog would piss off all the other like different God, heavenly, beings, because he didn't care about your karma. He cared about if he liked you and if he gets you. And so, and with you, he gets you because you get other people and you have an amazing ability to be one with anybody, on the planet. You've helped out a lot of addicts. You've helped out a lot of friends. I mean, you're the best friend on the planet, So he gets you. So he wants to give you abundance and has give you abundance because of that, because of who you are, not your karma, but who you are. And so Bog works on a different plane. And this is when you go beyond, and we always learn this in retreats, guys. I show you how to go beyond the karmic divide heaven. There's a heaven that you get to, and you go beyond karma, and then you go into a different category. And so when you do that, you'll find that just, abundance falls down on your head. It really does. and also love, if you want love, because he's the sun god of abundance and love and marriage. And so, but this is just the most amazing being. And so this slanted, sloping path that you're talking about goes to bog heaven. And up in bog heaven, when you walk through the gates, there's a fountain to the right. You might stop and clear yourself with the holy water from the fountain. You go in the door of the castle. And when you do, you make a right, and you will see the biggest beings in the universe sitting there waiting on you. And they're waiting on you. That's what they're doing. And this is what God calls the think tank.
Oh.
And I've never told this on the air. And I've never said this, and no one's ever asked me about it. So I never ever said it. But this is the think tank. This is where you go and you have Christ, you have Buddha, you have Bog, you have Ganesh, you have God, you have Mother Mary, you have the angel Michael, the angel Gabriel. I mean, I could go on for a little while, right? And all these biggest beings are there, sitting there in this think tank in Bog Heaven, waiting on you to tell you something special.
Oh.
And they're going to tell you what your next move is.
Okay.
So this is where you are.
Okay.
Neat, right? Yeah, I would,
I was going to ask you another question, but I think I'm going to take that question to the think tank.
I think they could probably answer it better than I can, right?
Okay. Thank you so much.
And I see Christ. I actually see Christ right there. I see Christ. It makes me teary, because Christ is giving you a gift of healing. And you got this purple aura that just went inside of you, and it's a gift of healing. And you guys can get that same gift if you want it. It's coming down right now. Just say, please give me Christ. Please give me the special spiritual gift of healing. And it's a special purple spiritual gift. You feel your feet got real warm, Terry. Feel that?
They did.
Yeah. There we go. I love you. Can't wait to see you.
All right.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
She's so
That
awesome.
was
I love her.
cool. Yeah. Was that as cool as I thought it was? I don't know if that was cool or anyway.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, I love it. Anyway. Oh God, who we got? Who we got?
All right, thank you, Gary. I still got a whole bunch of people, but let's see how many we can get to. Let's go to Liz Evans and Melanie. I think it's Dr. Melanie Dunn.
Okay.
So let's go to.
Hey, Liz.
Liz,
is my
unmute
friend.
yourself.
Liz is my friend. Hey, Liz, how are you?
Hey, sweetie, how are you? I'm here with Psychic Bob. Melanie's
Hey.
on. I'm not sure where she is. She's not here with us. We're at our
Oh,
favorite
oh,
Thai
she's-
restaurant.
Oh, so this isn't Melanie? Sorry.
Yes, this is me.
Oh, this is her right here.
Oh,
Dr.
she's on
Melanie.
too. Okay,
Yes.
yay.
Oh,
Yay.
good. Oh,
Hi,
good.
Melanie.
Hey,
Hey,
Okay,
so
So
what's your question? What's going on, honey?
me?
And I
yeah,
mean,
you, Melanie, go.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there we are. Hey, Melanie.
Hi. I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I've been looking for a cure. I've been looking for it for almost 2 years now. I've been trying different things, not so much a success. Liz has been giving me some good guidance and direction, but I won't. Yeah.
Tell him
And I
about
hear-
the yes. Tell him about the new protocol, honey.
Okay, so the latest thing I found is this thing called EE Systems. It stands for Energy Enhancement Systems. It's invented by this Dr. Sandra Rose Michael. And basically, you're just in the field of these computer screens. And the computer screens emit these columnar scalar waves. They move in an infinity pattern, and they don't really directly heal you. What they do is restore the electrical potential of your cell membrane so that your body can heal itself. It basically the idea is that it removes whatever obstacles to your body being able to heal itself.
That's right. Down to the DNA level, correct?
Right.
That's right.
Well, here's what I hear. I think, and I'm a little bit familiar because Michelle caught me up on this. And so this is, I hear it works with some people, and with some people, they're not as receptive.
Oh.
But you're one,
So maybe it's part of
and you are receptive, which is good. So I feel really good about this for you. Yeah.
Dr. David, Gary,
Yeah.
in Las Vegas, Dr. David has his all set up now. He has one of the biggest ones in the United States. It's
24 panels.
It's 24 panels.
Yeah.
And he's in Las Vegas.
And it feels like, to me, this is what it feels like to me, that this particular machine works really well. If it works as well as the guru that's operating it.
Okay.
And so, with Dr. David is one of my best buddies. And I mean, he was there for me when I had, the COVID thing. And, if it wasn't for him, I'd be dead probably. And but he's really amazing. And so I feel very good about him and the machine. See, a lot of times there's different things that create different frequencies, and there's a lot of different ways to get there from here. And so for me, as I look at it, it works really great for some people and some people not as much. But you're a person that it works really great with. And when I say that, notice how you got warm all over. You feel that? You felt yourself get warm.
I did.
Yeah, that just means I told you the truth. Okay. Yeah. And so that feels really good. And so if you even if you want to talk to, get in touch with Dr. David and Michelle can hook you up with that. Okay. What's your number, Michelle? How do people call you?
Thank you. Just give me a call, 702-822-0548. And I could connect you with Dr. David. If he's not on right now, but yes, Dr. David has this up and running.
Yeah.
702-822 what?
Oh, 822-0548. You could also email me, Michelle at Gary Spivey.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I look at you, spiritually speaking, see, basically the machine does what your friend Liz can do in her head. And so Liz, you don't give yourself enough credit. And the machine does what I do, which is heal. But there's no wrong answer. And so all these things are good. And so this is an era that we're going into where science is really matching and hooking up with spirituality. I mean, I believe that with medications like peptides. I love it. I mean, I learned this from Dr. Grossman, and and there's different things, guys, that really do work that keep you lit up. And so if you have enough light in you, I mean, Dean can testify. We have a very good mutual, we call him Uncle Joe. He's a grumpy old bastard, but he's our grumpy old bastard, and he has Parkinson's. And so there's been many times he's been on, been dying, and I'll peel him out of death because he's so stubborn. And then he's normal. And then years go by. Right, Dino?
Yes. I mean, I talk to Joe all the time. He's doing great right now, but yes.
Yeah. And he should have not been here at all right now. So this is many, 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 many years later, and he's doing great. And so, but as I look at you, I'm peeling away. Here's what I'm clearing up. I'm going to clear you. Is that okay?
I would love that. Okay.
And so when Joe came, and let me just tell you a little story about Joe. So I'm here in the retreat center, my home in North Carolina, and it's a little bit of an effort to get here. And Joe's like $100 million kind of guy, and he all of a sudden showed up. He walked in the house, and he comes through the living room, and he looked at me with fear in his eyes, and he said, "I'm sick. I'm really sick." And he had kept it a secret, and his hand was shaking, and he said, "I know you can fix me. Please fix me." So of course I blow off my total schedule, because that's just what he makes you do. And I worked on healing him, and I went out in the garden, and I spent all day with him. And by the end of the day, I finally saw these upside down pyramids. And this is the first time I saw a hell dimension. And he was hung in these upside down pyramids, much like if you go to the illustrations of Dante's Inferno, you can Google this, done in the 1820s. And I saw one of these with Joe. And part of his soul was hung in these upside down pyramids. And this is what a hell dimension is. So I cleared those upside down pyramids, and Joe's hand went from shaking like this to this.
Very cool.
Yeah, he quit shaking, right? And it was like, he goes, oh my God, I'm not shaking. I'm going, well, there we are. We figured it out. And so I figured out if I cleared these hell dimensions that were on him, then he don't shake, he don't get sick, the disease does not progress, and there's what you have. And so, and I think that this particular healing machine, which is really crazy that somebody made one, but they did, I think this is great. And it creates little infinity energies that bring in this healing energy. And so yes, I feel great about the machine. But Liz, you can do the same thing the machine does. So I'm just letting you know.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah. And so, but Melanie, I'm gonna fix you now. From what I see, you got a dark energy around your head.
You got to bring in the big guns, Melanie.
No, but it looks like black volcanic rock, and I'm cracking it off your head. I just did, and you felt your hands get a little lighter. Now your sinuses open slightly. I see you starting to sweat a little bit on your face. You feel light. I see the same dark energy as a crusty energy around your heart. I'm cracking it off of that, and I'm cracking it off of your spine and your central nervous system. And I cracked it off of all your central nervous system. Now you can feel your feet, I believe. Can you feel your feet all of a sudden? They're tingly or light or warm or something. And you may be on some medications where it's hard to feel. It's okay. What is it? Oh, you're muted. Can you unmute? Or I can't hear her.
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, okay. What'd you say then? Tell me again.
I'm not on any medications.
Okay, good. Okay, well, now I see all this light going into your body, and I see your chest starting to get a little red, right? And that's just the light going into you. Parkinson's is a disease that hampers the light. And when you get the light in your body, you'll then start to heal. And so I'm just giving you a little jump start, but I feel great about the machine. And then you just want to tell your angels, when you got sick, did you get pissed off with God?
I felt very betrayed by God, yes.
Okay, well, good luck with that one. Let me tell you how, let me just tell you how damn dumb that is. Can I tell you how damn dumb that is? He's bigger than you, right?
I don't have an ego.
Yeah, but when you get pissed off with God, he walks off on you. You get an automatic disconnect. So any of you guys that think you got this bright idea where you're going to get pissed off with God, that's dumb. Don't do that. And so then you have to say these words. God, I'm sorry I got mad at you. Please forgive me.
God, I'm sorry I got mad at you. Please forgive me.
There we go. Now feel how warm you got in your hands and your head and the back of your neck. You're starting to sweat a little more. Feel that? Feel all that stuff going on?
Not yet.
Okay. Dig deep and say, God, I'm sorry I got mad at you. Please forgive me.
God, I'm so sorry I got mad at you. Please forgive me.
That worked. Your sinus is opened, right?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Wow. Now you got your lights back on.
Yep.
You turned your own, and I have to say it this way, damn lights off. Okay. So you turned your own damn lights off. Don't turn your lights off, people. Don't get pissed off with God. If you get pissed off with God, that's he disconnects. And the reason is because he don't want to get all these nasty projections back up into his heaven. Why would you? Right. So you don't get mad at God, right? There's a lot of demons on the planet Earth. We're in a fringe neighborhood. If you knew how hard God worked every day to keep the demons off of us, you guys would be really saying, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. And so I think everybody gets a little entitled being humans these days. So just if you think you get mad at God, and I'm talking to everybody, not just you, say, God, I'm sorry I got mad at you. Please forgive me. And if you get pissed off with yourself, you're a part of God. And so being a part of God, you want to simply say, God, I'm sorry I got mad at you. Please forgive me. If you even get mad at you, because you can turn your own lights out getting mad at yourself. So understand that's how that works. Really important lesson. You look great. Okay. I love everything you're doing. Liz is really helping you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Hey.
you, Gary.
Hey.
Gary, can I say something real quick to Dean and Michelle and to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As you know, I adopted a whole lot of children. I had 2 of my own. One of my genetic kids died, but I've had quite a few. What just happened to my video feed?
I can hear you though. Keep going.
Okay. Well, I've had 3 exits recently, and you helped me cross Gilbert over not long ago on tapping in, by the way.
Oh, good.
And I had promised Gilbert, because when I lost Christopher, my genetic son, I used to rock him as a child. And he asked me right before he was killed, if something happened to him, if I would, rock him. He said, the last thing he said to me was, I really wish I was back in the rocking chair with you and you were singing to me. I'm having that moment where I need my mom.
Oh.
So Gilbert said to me, when I got Christopher's ashes back, I rocked him in the swing out front and sang him his lullaby with his ashes, because I didn't have anything else to do, with that. I just thought, well, okay, I'll rock him one last time. And Gilbert was there, and Gilbert put his head in my lap and asked if anything happened to him, if I would do that for him. So I was, and I did. And in that moment, because I'd had 3 exits in just a few, like 3 weeks,
Wow.
I was having a really dark moment. And I literally said, okay, God, if I'm not supposed to be their mom anymore, and that's a big part of my identity, because now I've had 11 crossover of the kids, then what am I supposed to be doing? And kind of, who am I? And I got a tap on my shoulder that scared the crap out of me, because I was by myself when I started this. And I looked up, and it was a mail carrier that handed me a package from Michelle and Dean.
Oh.
And I opened the package, Michelle, and it got in there. You're an amazing person and a wonderful healer. And I just bawled. I was crying. The mail carrier was crying because he'd been standing there the whole time I was talking to God, and the whole time I was singing the lullaby. And he said, I don't know what just happened here, but that package kept drawing my attention all day long. And you were scheduled at the end of the day, and I kept hearing, do it now, do it now, do it now. So it doesn't get any more one than you are in this spiritual family. So thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Gary.
Oh, you're so welcome.
From all this.
I thank Caroline Hart. Thank you, Caroline, for getting me to Gary 30 years ago. I mean, when you're in this spiritual family, it will get you through the darkest moments of your life.
It just happens.
Give you the tools you need to survive.
Yeah, it just happens, and it's not like you could not plan it, you couldn't write it, you couldn't figure it out. And so thank you so much for that, Liz. You're a sweetheart. I love you. Okay?
Yay, I'm so happy to hear
love you
that.
too. I love all of you
Love
so
you.
much. And if you
Melanie?
guys are on for the first time, you're in the right place. Just keep coming back,
Oh, and Melanie, heal up, okay? You're good. When I look at you, I see a God matrix inside of your head. Feel your head.
Thank you, Michelle. I love you.
Yeah,
Love
you
you.
look great. Melanie, you look totally different. That's good. All right. Thank you.
Oh, Melanie.
That was cool. That was really
That
cool.
was cool.
Yeah, there you go. Good.
Oh,
God, it made me cry, you guys, all this
Yeah.
healing energy. Liz is a freak. She's really a freak of nature,
I know,
It's really
and I love her smile.
She's sweet. Very gifted psychic, very gifted healer. It's so nice to be around all you guys.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We have so many people that
We're smoking a cigarette. What are we doing?
No. Okay, we just have a few really quick ones before we go. Okay. Real quick, can we go to Teresa Heaven? She just has a really quick question. So Teresa Heaven.
Unmute yourself. I got her.
Okay.
Hi, Gary. Thank you, Dina Michelle.
Hey, you're welcome. Hey, Teresa, how are you? You always make me feel good because you have such a beautiful, bright smile.
Oh, thank you. I love seeing you. You just make me all warm and fuzzy inside.
Good. I hope I always do. What's your question?
I got my car back in 2019, and when I got it, I lost one of the keys to my car, and I have to turn it in soon, and I don't know where it is. Do you know where it is, please?
It's in a drawer or in a box. I think it's a drawer.
Is it inside the house?
Yes. It looks like a box, but I think it's a drawer. It's inside of a drawer, but towards the back of the drawer.
Okay. Is it downstairs, like in a? Where do you know where? We've looked everywhere.
It would be maybe in a kitchen junk drawer.
Okay. All right.
It looks like it close to a kitchen or a den junk drawer.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And
Thank you.
feel how you got warm right then? A
Yeah.
little warm. That
Yeah.
means you ran across where it was in your head.
Okay.
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 So now I lit it up. And I figured out there's a couple of ways I can find things. One way is I tell you where they are, of course, and the other way is I can also light up the object. And when I saw as you skimmed across in your head the different drawers of the possibilities, you saw it, and I actually lit it up.
Okay.
So
Great.
that's that warm energy you feel right there.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And really, do you see us getting a new house anytime soon?
Next year, yeah. Mhm.
Next year?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
It works perfect. I see a perfect situation.
Okay.
It'll be partial owner financing. And so, which works out really, really good because everybody's charging so much interest these days. And but I see it'll just fall into perfect form with you.
Oh,
So
great.
looks really good. I feel great about it, actually. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
Hey, good luck. Good luck, honey.
Love
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you, Teresa.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Good
Teresa.
luck.
My car ate its own key this week.
Yeah.
You know, it did. Dean, did you figure out how to get my key out of my car?
I did. And since you own a Bentley, it's not easy.
Okay.
Yes. So the guy at the dealership knew me. I called him. I said, by the way, this is Dean that brings in Gary Spivey's cars to get service. He goes, oh, what's wrong with the car? I said, Gary doesn't drive that often. The keys got locked in the car because the batteries died. So we put the key in there. He goes, yeah, that happens. I'm like, what's the trick? He goes, oh my God. He goes, if you got AAA, it's easier to do that. He goes, but you could do it yourself. So I can tell you how to do it. I can walk you through it, but it requires jumper cables, another vehicle, a screwdriver, and some other stuff. So
and Jeff helped me.
And Jeff.
Jeff helped me with that. Yeah, but it's like, oh my God, this is what's the car eat? It eats the key, right? And so anyway.
He did recommend that you drive more though. So
okay, I'll drive more. That's good. He needs to get out a little more. That's it. Anyway, that's funny. True story. And that's when you have two batteries that go dead. It has a backup battery, right? It has an auxiliary battery in case that your other battery dies, and then they both die.
Yep.
Right? And then when that happens, then you're in a real mess. So anyway,
that's why the guy started laughing. He goes, "Is both batteries dead?" I said, "Both of them are dead." He goes, "Oh Lord, all right." He goes, "Get a pen and paper and let me explain to you what to do." So
life should not be this complex. I'm going to buy myself a Volkswagen. That's what I'm going to get me a Volkswagen. That's all I need. That's all I need. Anyway, who are we talking to?
Okay, thank you. I got a couple more. So real quick, Rhonda Hansford, she's going to be real quick too. Let's go ahead and get Rhonda Hansford on there. Thank you, Rhonda. I know you've been waiting for a while, so thanks for being so patient.
All right, Rhonda.
Oh, thank you. And I got my crystal last week.
Yay!
Oh, you did? Oh, I love you. I love you. Let me see. Which one did you?
It.
Oh, let me see. A smoky quartz or quartz? What is it?
That's a smoky quartz, I think.
Yeah, that's a smoky quartz crystal.
Those are so amazing. You know, they actually
I love it.
suck up the negativity. They really do. You know, I always keep one really close to me there. You know, back at you. And so, but they actually. Here's the thing. If you do this and imagine all the negativity leaving your body. See, I got a smoky quartz in my hand, and imagine all the negativity leaving your body. And so there we go. You always get it in your neck, you know, and your back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so take it and put it back here, put it behind your head. There we go. It all went that quick.
Yeah.
Your feet got hot. Feel that?
Yep.
Your feet got warm instantly.
I slept with it the first night when I got it when I came home.
Oh my God, isn't it lucky?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Your quartz has a pretty girl. Perfect. That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it really does work. It really does work. And so all these different crystals work. Oh, and by the way, all you guys, what are we doing? Are we doing it on Wednesday, Dean? Is that what we're doing? And so for you guys,
yes, Wednesday would be a good day.
Wednesday would be a good day. There's a lot.
Yeah, after the energy clearing on Wednesday. If you're not in the energy clearing in the online club, then all you got to do is go join the online club at GarySpivey.com, and it's really simple. I'll give you one free month, okay? And so there we go. And so, but we're doing, I'll pick your crystal on Wednesday if you want, because everybody's been, texting in and calling in and wanting me to pick up a crystal out for you. I'll do it Wednesday after the energy clearing. So there we go. So if you want a crystal, yell at me then. Anyway, and so you had a question. What's your
Thank you.
question?
Yes, I do. So I've had, first of all, thank you. I've been in this community for probably about a year and a half, and it's changed my life. I don't start my day without a meditation. I've gone through a tremendous amount of change in the last month. I was able to manifest a new home. Things are coming together, and I'm just so grateful for this community. And I had yesterday again. I have amazing things happening, and I'm grateful. But yesterday, like, something hit me, and I had a really hard day with clients, and I had a really major panic attack. What I feel like was a panic attack, and I literally cried I couldn't stop crying for hours and hours and hours. And yeah.
Well, here's what I see, okay? I want you to believe. I want you to believe, and I want you to believe in you. That's what I want you to do. I want you to say, angels, say this out loud, okay? And all you guys need to do this because it really works. Okay. And this is a quick meditation. Angels, say it, angels. Okay. And just say, God. Okay. And now I lost the feed. Hey, I don't know if she has to unmute again, guys. There we go. Did it work?
Sorry. Oh, go ahead and unmute yourself, Rhonda.
There you go.
Okay. Angels, God.
Okay. Please allow me to totally believe. How hot did you get?
Very hot.
Okay. Now, you guys, you can get the same gift she just got. And so sometimes you get so beat up that you doubt. And when you doubt, it cracks off. Everything falls apart. So try to hang in there. And if you find yourself doubting yourself, and usually you'll doubt yourself first before you doubt God or other things or other people. And so you were just doubting that you could pull everything off and make everything happen. And you were a bit overwhelmed because you think, oh my God, another thing I have to do, because I can see you're a busy one. You're a busy one. You take care of a lot of people. And you take care of folks. Whoever's in your world, you take care of. It's just who you are. And make sense to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and so just angels, God.
Angels, God.
Please allow me.
Well, please allow me
to believe in me.
To believe in me. It's interesting that's what came
every time
up.
You say
I got really hot.
You got really hot. Every time you say it, you get hot. That's the point. And so that's that's it.
Believe was on the tank top that I wore when I worked out this morning.
Yay! All right, isn't that cool? And the universe is delivering crazy stuff. It's really crazy because the universe is delivering you guys crazy stuff and all these little signs that are now showing up in the physical world. Bam, bam, bam. In the physical dimension where you are. And even if it's your t-shirt in the morning that says believe, you see, and all you got to do is believe in you. And I believe in you. And I'm just projecting all the light and all the gifts and everything I can do. And I get a vision of God right now. And he says, I like her. He likes you. God loves everybody, but I don't know if he likes everybody, but he likes you. And the biggest compliment from God is when he says, I like her, I like you. And he likes people that are naturally one. And he likes people like you that take care of everybody. It don't matter. You don't matter who they are. You just take care of people. And it could be a stranger. You do whatever you can do. That's who you are.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Yeah, be yourself in the movie. Your feet got really hot then. Feel it?
Yeah, I'm hot. Yes. Yeah.
Ask God. Yeah, I can see you sweating. Ask God for abundance right now. Just say, God, give me abundance, please.
God, please give me abundance.
Say bog, sun god, bog of abundance, okay, and love.
Bog, please give me abundance, sun god.
Okay. I see him throwing down light, and I see him pulling a card. Bog hands you a card. This is his way of giving you a spiritual gift. And the card is made of crystal. And he just gave you a card, and it says jackpot on one side, and it's all crystal on the other. So whatever your jackpot is, look at her eyes turned. It's changed right then. Your eyes changed right at that second when you got that gift. And so when you get a gift from Bog, it's very instant, and it's a way to instantly manifest abundance and love and marriage. And so there we go. So just say thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Bog.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Michelle and Dean.
We're glad to be here.
You're welcome.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you,
Thank
Rhonda.
you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we're
Stay
glad you're here. You
beautiful.
got to come to it. You got to come to a spiritual retreat. Okay.
I would love to. I would love
I'll
to.
give you-
Michelle, I'll get in touch with you and get you some info.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I would love to give you hands-on advice. You know,
I would love
and
that.
so I can see, there's different people that I can actually astral project. Feel how your shoulder's hot.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sweating.
Yeah, that's because I have my hand on your shoulder. And so I can actually project. It's kind of weird. I can do that thing. And so, but I'm just now putting my hand on your shoulder, and there we are. And I just see all this light going down to you. So good luck. Okay, honey. Good luck. You're
Thank
sweet.
you.
Yeah,
Good luck,
she-
Rhonda. I'll talk to you soon.
she is awesome. The greatest thing about a spiritual retreat is we get to hang out with people like her.
Yeah.
Yes.
That-
It's going to be so much fun. It's always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, in September.
Yay.
Anyway, all right. So who we got, girl?
Oh,
Who
yes,
we
thank
talking
you.
about?
I still have a couple people. Okay, real quick.
Right.
Can we get Margaret Anderson and her mom Joey on real quick? I got Margaret.
All
I
right.
mean, in 2 different spots.
Yes.
What's the mom's name?
Oh, Joey. I got it right here. Joey is.
Joey,
Can you
Margaret's
hear me?
mom.
Do I need
Yeah.
to-
There you
There.
go.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Yay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Thank you
Hey,
so
what's-
much, Michelle.
You're welcome. Thank
Hey,
you.
what's your question?
Hi, Gary.
Oh my God,
I'm with my mom.
in a
This is
time
the
warp.
first time on. One of us.
Are you together?
We're right next to each other.
That's why I muted the
Oh,
mom.
okay. We muted the mom so it doesn't have
Okay, good.
feedback. If she can get
Okay,
in the
here,
picture
Mom.
together with you, there you go. That's better.
Okay, here's my mom. Hi, Gary. Hey,
Hi.
so we're just worried about, or not worried. We really want my brother Rob to kind of move to the next level. He's just been struggling a lot with love and relationships, and we're wondering if you can help him. He's very depressed now.
Well, a relationship or two ago, he had a real idiot, is what I see. And so there was
Yeah, that's we know who that is.
okay. And so that real idiot did a number on him. And so and it caused all kinds of traumas. Can I get rid of those traumas for you?
I would love it if you get rid of him for him. Wow.
I can. I'll get rid of them for you. I'll get rid of them for you because you're his mom and you're the love bug of the crowd. And so you're so loving. I see who you are. You're very special. And you know what? One of your kids has the same energy as your mother. Do you know that? I don't know
Yeah,
if you know
my
that.
Margaret does. And also
Right?
Tom, I think.
Yeah. And so makes sense. Makes sense to you, Mom. You can just tell.
Yeah,
Right?
Tom and
Yeah.
Margaret too.
Yeah, and so I'm pulling all these little treacherous demons off of your son. And so there we go, and there we go. See how you got light? See, Mom, you could feel that. You got light in your feet, and your whole body feels lighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he had, it was really interesting. The demons were tied into him with barbed hooks. They were looked like fish hooks in him, and from that old one. And now they're gone. And I got rid of the traumas and the way he was thinking and feeling. I see good things happening with him work-wise, job-wise, business-wise. You'll see a big change in him right now. Okay?
He needs to find somebody that'll appreciate him and that'll love him. And he's wonderful.
He actually really is wonderful.
He is.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he would be fun to hang out with. He'd be fun to,
Oh, yeah.
You could have a barbecue with him and have a good time, and you would just laugh. Yeah,
Yes.
and he would take care of you and make sure you're okay. He takes care of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was messed up with this one. I fixed it. Okay.
Okay, good. we're having a family reunion starting a week from today, and I am a medium, but I have lost it the last 2.5 years, and I think my ego got in the way.
Okay.
And I want all my gifts back, and it was so wonderful. I had all kinds of people who had passed would come and talk to me.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, let me just look. Did you ever drink?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Do you have a cocktail every now and then?
Yes.
Good. Drink more.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have one every night then. I'll just have a little one every night.
Hit it, girl. And so what, so what's your drink of choice?
Well,
what do you like to?
I love wine, but I usually join my husband with vodka and an olive.
There's my dad over there.
Oh, he's passed out already. There we are.
He loves vodka.
Yeah, he's gone. He's passed out. But I'm just saying, you actually are way more psychic drunk. And so when you have a cocktail and you relax, I mean, this sounds like bad advice from me, right? but when you have a little drink, you're actually way more spiritual. And so you'll find now here's the thing: you don't have to ever have a cocktail if you learn how to allow. You're lousy on allowing. You have to, if you learn how to allow, then you don't have to get drunk every time you want to talk to a dead person. See? And so, but in the very beginning, when I started doing radio everywhere and TV stuff everywhere, I really wasn't psychic unless I had a cocktail, right? And so then one day I went to the radio station and Dean forgot my gin, right? And so and then I had to be psychic without a cocktail, and I realized I could do it, and all I had to do was just allow. So my point is you're more gifted when you have a little nip.
Okay.
Okay. And so, but however, you can allow. You just learn to allow, and so I showed everybody how to allow earlier, and here it is. That's allowing. Okay. Do that. And so do nothing. That's allowing. If you allow, then you don't have to drink. Okay. And so you're fun. I like you. You're fun.
Hey, I have one quick question. My dad passed and came to see me, and I could see his whole body. And
were you drunk? Were you drunk?
No, absolutely.
Oh. Well, there you are. So you can do it not drunk. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And he sent a laser beam down to me. What was that?
That was a spiritual gift. It was a spiritual gift. It was a spiritual gift of healing, light, and abundance. And so he was throwing you down a spiritual gift from heaven. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, and I hear and he says your old man. He calls him your old man. He says, and your old man too. And so he liked him, and he said, and your old man too. And so in other words, like your husband too. Okay.
Okay.
But your dad's pretty cool. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Love you guys. See you soon.
Thank you.
Hey. Bye.
Oh, awesome.
That was fun. That was fun. I can't believe her angels told her to get drunk. Anyway.
Nope.
Yeah.
Who we talking to?
You
Yay, okay.
You
Can
turned
we go
grandma
to
into a drunk. Okay.
Thank you. Can we go to Carol
Now she's got a
Williams?
license to stay drunk. Oh my God.
Carol
Who we
Williams,
talking-
she needs some help.
Carol Williams, unmute yourself.
Go ahead, Carol.
Hi.
Hi.
Can
Hey,
I ask
what-
a question now? Oh,
You're ready. Yes. Go ahead.
Hi.
Carol.
I have had people died in our home. I was taking care of my ex-husband, and he died here, passed out in the bathroom. After we buried him, I found out that the previous owner of our home also died here, and she died of cancer. I prayed for both of them, but I was wondering if they moved on, because I sometimes feel presence, and it's weird.
But here's what I see. I feel your husband, he tells me that you he starts to cry, and he just tells me he loves you, and he says thank you. He's just telling me to tell you thank you. And so, you know, and so he says that he was stubborn, he feels like, and he says that he appreciates you. From heaven he can see you, and
He's
he
in
says
heaven.
yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, you thought he went to hell?
Yeah,
So,
he did a lot of bad things.
yeah, he says, believe it or not, he went to heaven. Um, and he's with, I guess, his mother, grandmother, grandmother, I think.
Yes.
But he's with an older lady, and
I prayed for him to go to heaven and be forgiven. And also, how about the
no,
lady
no,
that
no. Let me stay with this. He tells me to tell you he went to heaven because you did pray for him,
yes,
because he was earthbound and stuck and hung and all this kind of stuff. You know, how did he die? What made him die?
he had a lung disease, and I think he passed out in the bathroom. I was at home in my room, and the nurse called that day. And when I tried to give him the phone, I went to his room, and I saw his feet hanging outside the floor from the hallway, and he I couldn't flip him to give him a CPR. He's like
Right.
swelled up
But he
really
says,
bad.
well, he tells me to tell you because of your light, he went to heaven really fast.
Oh wow.
And so your prayers matter. See, sometimes people have the gift of prayer, and you do. And it comes from, I don't know if it's from your grandmother or mother, but I see a lineage coming to you that gives you this gift. And so, but you actually, you have the gift of prayer. The gift of
Yes.
prayer is a beautiful thing. You kind of know this already, so you
Yeah.
shook your head yes. Yeah, so you have the gift of prayer, but your prayer actually got him to heaven, and he said he don't know how to thank you for that. And he says he says he loves you very much. And then he says thank you very much. And then the lady you're talking about, she's good. She's in heaven. She's good.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's
My question, we're in processing court, and I felt like there's an attempt in my daughter's life, because sometime in February, I saw that the hood of her car was tilted, and then the next day she was in a car accident. There is a lawsuit. Well, there's a court processing right now with my ex-husband's estate, and the other opponent counsel did something. I felt like the will was changed.
the best thing I can do is clear the energy, because there's a lot of deception and darkness. And
Yes.
so I'm gonna clear it for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
And then you'll find things will switch around a little bit and end up being fair. Okay. And so I can just clear your energy because you're such a good soul. Because you actually wish everybody good. Even if they're crazy with you, you wish them good. And so even your husband. And so I'm clearing this off you. And so there, see how warm you got? There. Yes. Okay. Now you'll notice things will straighten out with the court case thing. Okay. And so,
Yes.
so pay attention real close. Pay attention to the details and dance with the attorney, your attorney. You got an attorney?
Yes, they're trying to make me
Good.
sound like I'm crazy, and I'm not.
No, you're not. And just kind of go in and have a real conversation with them, and they'll understand you're not. Okay. They see, sometimes when you talk about your psychic visions, they think you're crazy, right? And so you have to just kind of go in and not talk about that as much as just going and asking them, allow it to be their idea. That's what I'm saying. In other words, patronize them. But I see you winning, and all you got to do is just allow for a minute. Allow for a minute, you'll see. I just cleared all the darkness off. Good luck, okay?
Thank you. Can I ask?
We got to run real quick because we're at the end of the show, but go ahead. One more question. Uh-oh, lost.
Go ahead. She has to unmute.
Unmute, honey. There we go.
I had no clue I'm a psychic. Everybody told me that, but I don't feel like I am, but I know that I was a healer when I was a
Right.
child.
Well, you still are. Yeah. If you're a healer as a child, I was a healer as a child. My sister would have really bad migraine headaches. And I said, I'll fix it. And I was a little 4-year-old, and I'd touch her head and the migraines would go away. Right. And so you were the same kind of kid. You could just do stuff. And so that's just who you are in this life. So instead of saying, I don't know that I am, say I am. I am psychic. I am a healer. I am a person like this. That's who I am. Say I am. Just say I am.
I
I
am.
am. That's all you got to do. I love
Thank
you. Gotta
you.
go.
Thank
Gotta
you.
go.
Thank
Big
you,
kiss.
Carol.
Good luck, honey. Good luck. You'll win your lawsuit if you try now. That seems good. What else are we doing, Dino, Michelle? What do we got? What do we got going on? I'm always
Well, besides the
this-
crystals and the energy clearing,
Crystals, energy clearing,
The retreat,
spiritual retreat in
um,
8 weeks.
your masterclass at the end of the
Ooh.
month,
Yeah.
Lightning
can't-
Club.
Lightning
Yeah,
Club.
all those things. GarySpivey.com. You
Yep.
can check it out. And we're doing crystals. We got Crystal Wednesday this week. Crystal Wednesday. You know, I've got a brand new bunch of crystals that I handpicked. I've got different importers that bring in different things, and I get first dibs on everything because I'm me. And so, that was an ego thing. Damn it.
Uh-huh.
Damn it. There we
Watch
are.
out, that
No,
crystal's gonna
no,
fall off that table and hit you in the head.
yeah, right. And so, but anyway, I've got some really great crystals, and I'm doing that for you guys. And so you'll freak out. So if you want to check out the crystals, you can do it this Wednesday after the energy clearing, and go to GarySpivey.com. You can see all that stuff if you don't already know how to do it. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. 800-827-GARY for a private reading, or GarySpivey.com. And I'm having so much fun showing people how to separate from this time where these two dimensions, heaven on earth dimension and hell on earth dimension, are splitting apart. And I promised you a meditation when I first started today. And so I want to explain to you how to do this. You want to simply ask God for a giant ball of white light. And you would say, angels, God, please give me a giant ball of white light. And imagine this big giant white orb around your physical body. Pull it into, it looks like a ball of white light, almost like there's lights in my glasses. That's funny. And so imagine this ball of white light coming down into your heart, into your head, and around your body. As you do that, you'll find your sinuses will open. This is an aura of white light protection. And then you want to be in this aura of white light protection. Imagine yourself floating higher up to a golden, shiny dimension. And you just simply say the words, angels, God, please allow me the crown, which a lot of you guys got earlier in the show. Please allow me the crown of the heaven on earth dimension. Thank you. And you just put this crown on your head. Thank you, God. And you simply say, thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. And that's how simple that meditation is. Stay in this heaven on earth dimension, and you'll be very lucky this week. I love you guys, and I'll see you on Wednesday right here for the energy clearing. Appreciate you.